This is NewsBreak26 in Southwest New Brunswick. I'm Vicki Hogarth. Here's what's happening in our part of the world. Sports celebrities from across North America, including high-profile NBA and Major League Baseball stars, were in Charlotte County this past weekend for a golf tournament fundraiser benefiting the world's oldest basketball court in St. Stephen. Before hitting the green, celebrities checked out the historic court in the former YMCA on King Street, where Lyman Archibald famously first brought the game to the area in 1893, after apprenticing with the founder of the sport, Canadian James Naismith.
When you think about what has transpired on this court, if you're a basketball lover, you can't appreciate it anymore. I mean, this is just an amazing piece of our basketball Canadian history, and it's something that I love what they're going to do with it. I love where the ideas are going, and I think that it's so vital for our country to understand how important this court is to the development of this game in this country.
After taking in sports history in St. Stephen, celebrities set out to make history at the Algonquin Golf Course, joining foursomes for the inaugural golf tournament known as the Archie, fittingly named after Archibald.
What a lovely golf course. What an unbelievable piece of property, especially when you get down into the back nine and 11, 12, 13, all those holes where you can see the water. It's just a spectacular golf course, and it will not be my last trip here.
Tom Liston, who is a member of the nonprofit group Canada First Basketball Inc., which is behind the court's restoration journey, was the key organizer of the golf tournament and played an integral role in the number of big sports names who traveled to Charlotte County for the fundraiser.
So this year, part about funds raised, but partly about awareness. So a lot of people don't really understand the history of the world's oldest basketball court. They don't know what's in St. Stephen. They've heard little bits about it. They might have saw it in the Globe and Mail. They might have saw it on CTV News. They might have saw it on CHCO. But they didn't know the whole story. And we brought them here and told them the whole story yesterday. And I think they'll keep coming back. So it's to raise funds on an ongoing basis to help our operating budget of the world's oldest basketball court long term. But a lot of it also is just awareness of how special a project this is. And they are going to help us amplify the message.
Local sports personality Evan McFarlane was on the winning team alongside Harry, Justin, and Rolly Sapir and Jared Paul, who took home the first ever Archie. The trophy itself will remain on display at the Algonquin until the tournament is played again next year. The golf tournament, combined with an auction and gala dinner emceed by Maestro Fresh West at the Algonquin, grossed over $75,000 in support of the world's oldest basketball court. The long-term goal for the court is to turn it into both a museum and experiential basketball attraction for fans of the sport of all ages from all over the world. The town of St. Stephen has had a lot to celebrate lately. For more on this, here's CHCO's Ian Curran.
Last week, the always popular Chocolate Fest happened in St. Stephen once again, with activities such as first-hand experience making your own chocolate bar, chocolate pudding eating contests, arts and crafts, a day of activities at Milltown Elementary School, and so much more. This sweet festival is always a hit. Chocolate Fest coordinator Ginny Wilson and assistant coordinator Mackenzie Smith are thrilled to put on another year of activities and see the smiles and joy it brings to the community.
I think a highlight for me so far has been seeing the community come together. We've had a really great turnout to each event, and it makes me really happy.
We had July events, and it was nice having a start up to this week's Chocolate Fest.
Also in St. Stephen, the annual International Festival kicked off, celebrating the connection between border towns Calais and St. Stephen. With the resume of International Festival activities and the lifted border restrictions, the community was thrilled to have a normal festival once again. With so many events happening around the town, St. Stephen is always an exciting place to be. Ian Curran, CHCO, NewsBreak26, St. Stephen.
Thanks, Ian. That's all the news I have for you. For more stories and online exclusives, follow us on Facebook at CHCO.TV.
A news and public affairs production of CHCO-TV, New Brunswick's only source for independent community television.